Good afternoon. Welcome to the Ogtv News at midday. I am Mojesola Shulaja. The first-year Ministerial Performance Review Retreat has kicked off in Abuja, the nation's capital, and was declared opened by the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, at the State House Banquet Hall. He represented President Muhammadu Buhari, who is attending the ECOWAS Summit in the Niger Republic. In attendance are the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Boss Mustafa, all ministers, the head of the civil service, permanent secretaries, and other top government functionaries. The retreat is meant to create transparency on the status of the implementation of policies, programs, and projects of government, and provide a roadmap towards the delivery of the 9 priority agenda during the first year of second term of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. It will also help the participants deepen their understanding of the best practices towards ensuring effective delivery on government business in the next 3 years. The successor National Development Plan 2020 to 2025 of the federal government has sufficient capacity to accelerate the attainment of various regional and global agendas, the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Clem Agba, has said. Agba said the plan being developed by his ministry would enable Nigeria attain targets including the African Union 2063 agenda, the ECOWAS integration agenda, and the Sustainable Development Goals 2030. According to him, the plan will be implemented from January 2021 after the expiration of the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan in December. The minister said this in a statement issued in Abuja by his ministry's Director of Information, Victoria Agba-Atta. A new tariff regime commenced in September following the adjustment of rates by power distribution companies, DISCOs, after approval by the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission, NERC. Speaking on the heels of the recent increase in price of electricity tariff, Nigerians described the move as unprecedented and insensitive to the plight.
So most of this project will still get moribund.
Tariff on electricity supply was previously charged based on categories of residential, commercial and industrial customers with different bands, depending on the level of supply. However, the new rates are categorized by the number of hours customers are supplied. Shemilori, Makonju, Ogtv News.
The Nigerian Communications Commission says it has remitted 362.34 billion naira into the federal government consolidated revenue fund from 2015 to date. The executive vice chairman of NCC, Professor Umar Dambata, who disclosed this in Abuja, said the revenue was realized through spectrum fees and operating surplus, which has helped to boost the revenue generation drive of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. The NCC boss further stated that the Commission has always supported the development of the innovative services and life-changing solutions with the use of information and communications technologies to promote indigenous content. Professor Dambata said the broadband penetration in 2015, an assumption was 6%, but is now 42% as of July 2020. The last 4 months in the Gregorian calendar, ending with the suffix Ember, September, October, November, and December, are generally referred to as Ember month. This period is believed to be the busiest period of the year and is always accompanied by rise in highway accidents. Ogtv News and this report sought the views of road management government agencies and just the month.
The last 4 months of the calendar year, generally referred to as Ember months, are considered to be the most dreaded period of the year, as it attracts a whole lot of activities with a high human and vehicular movement not left out. The need for motorists and other road users to be safety conscious is always in the front burner during this period. Speaking on precautionary measures needed to be put in place to curb the road carnages that occur during this period, the Ogun State Sector Commander of the Federal Road Safety Corps, Ahmed Umar, cautioned motorists on these dangers and affirmed that the sector will continue the prosecution of erring drivers, especially those with critical offenses.
The speed limit on any Nigerian road, on the express road, for example, still remains 100 kilometers per hour. That is for cars. For other vehicle categories, buses, it remains at 80, 70. For trucks, still remains at 60, But we observe violation of these speed limits will lead to incessant crashes. And we are not going to rest on this. We are not just going to be complacent on this. We are going to act effectively to checkmate these excessive speeds by the road users.
The Corps Commander, Traffic Compliance and Enforcement Agency, Ogun State, Commander Sheni Ogunyemi said efforts are underway to intensify since their vehicles are properly maintained and equipped with functioning wipers.
Operatives towards this Ember months again. What are we going to do to make sure that people comply? What are we going to do to make sure that we don't have much more accident that we presume to have? We need to do what they call direct contact dissemination. Apart from what we are doing now, we still have to meet the...
By the months, assured of their preparedness.
But ever before the commencement of this September, as we are saying, we used to undertake a lesson seminar for the majority of our drivers. In fact, almost every of our driver, we orientate them at the last Saturday of every month.
However, in some of the motor parks visited, it was observed that both passengers and drivers are strictly complying with the social distancing order of government against the spread of COVID-19. Benga Adekoya, Ogtv News.
And now to COVID-19 update. Nigeria has recorded over 55,000 confirmed cases of the novel coronavirus, according to a late-night tweet from the Nigeria Center for Disease Control. On Sunday, stood at 100, with 3 deaths recorded, moving the tally to 5,005 till date. The country has so far discharged 43,013 patients from its isolation centers across the country. It showed that the new cases were reported in 10 states, with Lagos recording 39 cases, followed by the FCT 22, Kaduna 19, Oyo with 7 cases. Ebonyi had 6 new cases, with Edo recording 3, while Katsina, Ekiti, Bauchi, and Nasarawa all had 1 case reported. Another batch of 27 stranded Nigerian girls evacuated from Lebanon by the federal government and the Lebanese government, as well as its community in Nigeria, arrived at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Receiving them, Ferdinand Nwoye, spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, who represented the Minister, Jurfun Yam,